I was born in Jakova, where life's most difficult lessons were learned. When we went out of our garden, we heard, I told before that we heard some noises, and we saw the house burning, and me and my sisters said that we want to go back and die with them because we don't need life without them. But my mom held up our hands and just keep walking.
We had to live in one house with 37 people, and that with all of my cousins, and we had a basement where we would go and hide most of the time whenever we heard bombing or anything that was going on outside.
We didn't see much because we couldn't go out, because if the Serbs would find out that we were there, they would come and kill us too, just like they did with everyone.
He would knock on the door and say, the name, and as soon as they opened the door, he would shoot them and kill them, like right away. That was like a nightmare for me.
If you go back to the breakup of the former Yugoslavia, I think there was a lot of speculation. A lot of well-meaning people really believed that, after 40 or 50 years of being forced to live together, that probably a lot of that old hatred had passed away. And you would think, well, once the dictator who was keeping all this under his thumb leaves the scene, things probably won't be too bad. All those people were wrong. Once the situation starts to break down and you realize, I'm now going to be living in a country that's dominated by another majority ethnic group, not mine, that creates a lot of fear. These Serb groups coming in saying, no, this is Serbian territory, there is no country Kosovo, this is ours, and really led to an attempt at ethnic cleansing or genocide. That really was taking place in 1999, and the West, the United States, the UK, France, really pushing to stop this genocide, this ethnic cleansing, this violence that was taking place in Kosovo.
My fellow Americans, today our armed forces joined our NATO allies in airstrikes against Serbian forces responsible for the brutality in Kosovo. We have acted with resolve for several reasons. We act to protect thousands of innocent people in Kosovo from a mounting military offensive. We act to prevent a wider war, to defuse a powder keg.
Everything was destroyed. The roads, the schools, the houses, everything. I went to this camp and I started playing with the kids the first day. I had a volleyball. So I said, okay, if you promise me that you won't fight, that you won't talk when I'm trying to teach you, and that you'll practice, I'll teach you a music class. And they said, we promise, we promise. Well, those boys ended up being the best music class I've ever taught in my entire life. If one of the guys started trying to talk, the other guys jumped on him before he could even get a sentence out of his mouth.
Well, the program helped me a lot because I was busy, doing music, and I didn't have time for other stuff. Like, I didn't have time to think, hey, I'm gonna kill this Serbian or something like that. I just, I spent all my time practicing with instruments that she gave me because I was really excited, and the songs that we were doing. So it helped me a lot, like to forgive, some part of the war.